Should you read Assassin's Blade first or third in the Throne of Glass series? On Sarah J. Maas's website, she recommends starting with any of the series, but starting with the first book in whichever series you choose. So that would mean that we should start with Throne of Glass first and read Assassin's Blade third, which is the publishing order. But I did some research, I watched a couple of videos, and I asked 2 friends who have read the series, and everyone unanimously said to read Assassin's Blade first. So I did. I finished it Monday, it's Thursday now, and I'm about 200 pages into the first Throne of Glass book. And I have some thoughts. No spoilers, I'll just tell you what we know from the back of the book. Celaena Sardathian is her kingdom's most feared assassin. Though she works for the powerful Assassin's Guild and its scheming master, Arobin Hamel, she yields to no one and trusts only her fellow killer for hire, Sam. But when Arobin dispatches her on missions that take her from remote islands to hostile deserts, Celaena finds herself acting independently of his wishes and questioning her own allegiance. The Assassin's Blade is a series of 5 novellas, so there are these 5 short fairy tales, I would say. The stories are good, but they feel very fantastical. They almost feel like video games or something, with the amount of context you have and the way things pan out. I guess you have to suspend your disbelief in the way that you would suspend your disbelief if you were being given the background story of a video game. I don't know, I don't even play video games, but that was the thought I had. I liked the stories, I found them entertaining, but they don't give a lot of context to the inner world of this character. You find out who she is, I guess, by the ways that she interacts with the people around her and her circumstances, the decisions she makes. Now, I'm 200 pages into the first official book of the Throne of Glass series. Celaena's a little bit older, but it pretty much picks up where Assassin's Blade left off. And because of what she's been through in Assassin's Blade and what we assume she's been through in her timeline in between these books, she's a slightly different girl. But I would have such an entirely different idea about who this character is if I hadn't read the stories in the Assassin's Blade. I don't think that I would have had nearly as much sympathy for her. With that being said, I think I did make the right decision to read the Assassin's Blade first. But I don't know, I might change my mind once I get to the point at which I should have read the Assassin's Blade in the publishing order. I don't know, what do you think? If you agree and you've read through the series, let me know in the comments. No spoilers though. If you disagree and you read it third, I'd also love to hear why. I'm sure other people would be interested in that too. When I'm done with Throne of Glass, I might do a reading vlog or just do a regular review or maybe dig into one of the themes. I haven't decided yet. But if you want to see that and my takes on the other books in the Throne of Glass series, please subscribe. Also, I'll link to the ACOTAR playlist where I do a bunch of deep dives into those books and those characters. If you're like me and you also love that series, I think you'll really like those videos. Okay, thanks so much. I'll see you next time.